Look what I got. Fitbit has a new wearable. It's called the Fitbit Versa 2. Let's open it.
Hey there, I'm Alejandro, and today I'm going to review the Fitbit Versa 2, which you might be thinking, that looks a lot like the Apple Watch 4, and that's because it does.
Alright, this is the Apple Watch, this is the Fitbit. Can you tell the difference from the computer screen? I mean, they look different. They look very similar. They're alike, but they're not the same.
Now, I myself am an Apple Watch 4 user, so I'm going to be making a lot of comparisons between the two in this video. Then again, if you're watching this, it's probably because you want to know the difference between the two.
Alright, let's put it on. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to get rid of my Apple Watch. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's for the content, you know?
So let's get started and find out if the Fitbit Versa 2 is a watch for you. So some of the new features that Fitbit is pushing with the Versa 2 include a new paid membership, a battery that will last up to 5 days on a single charge, new sleeping features, and the ability to summon Alexa on the go, which I have my own reservations about. Alexa, play Despacito.
Sorry, I'm having trouble understanding right now.
I decided to put my biases aside and still download Alexa on the watch to figure out if having the assistant on your wrist is really worth it.
There is one thing I want to try, and it's Alexa. Hey Alexa, how many calories are there in a blueberry muffin? Okay, well, it totally ignored me. Hey Alexa, where's the nearest Starbucks? Alright, so it gave me a pretty good, accurate list of Starbucks within the neighborhood. So that's good to know. The thing is that you can't select, unlike the Apple Watch, you can't select the Starbucks that you want to go to and kind of get real-time directions within the watch. Let's try one more. Hey Alexa, what's the meaning of life? Alright, so it gives you a nice little quote. The purpose of life is to live it, to taste experience to the utmost, to reach out eagerly and without fear for newer and richer experience. 10 brownie points, whoever guesses who said that.
So other than telling you how many calories are in a Starbucks pastry, Alexa can also control smart home devices such as light bulbs.
Hey Alexa. Great, so that's one thing that I don't like about the Alexa is that the Fitbit app has to be running in the background for it to work, which is kind of inconvenient because you can't just say, hey Alexa, I need to get out of this place. Where's the nearest subway?
It could also dictate text messages, but only if you have an Android smartphone. Now, the features I really want to talk about are the sleep features. Fitbit now gives you a sleep score, which helps you gauge how much sleep you're getting a night. It also gives you insight on your sleep quality, including how much rest you're actually getting and how many times you're waking up during the night.
For the next week and a half, I'm gonna try and improve my sleeping habits because they're the worst. I don't sleep as much as I should. I am gonna try and improve my sleeping habits with this little thing right here.
But you don't need a Versa 2 to get a sleep score. Fitbit says that this feature will be released to all of its products that have a heart rate monitor. There's also a blood oxygen sensor that tracks breathing irregularities throughout the night to help you determine if you have sleep apnea or any other issues with your breathing.
I have been looking at my sleep score and I am a terrible sleeper. It might also be because I'm sick. I've been taking medication, so I have not been sleeping well. The sleeping score is pretty neat though because it breaks down everything from hours you slept, times you woke up, how much movement you had throughout the night, stages of sleep. And it doesn't offer a one clear solution as to what you should do. I mean, it does give you tips. It also gives you notifications on when you should head to bed according to how much sleep you want to get. This is all within the app. Obviously, the app won't know if you've been drinking, smoking, if you have children, or if you're sick. It won't know all of these factors that might be interrupting your sleep. It basically just paints the big picture so you could analyze what's wrong with your sleeping habits and then fix them.
Now, one cool thing that Fitbit said it's working on is Smart Wake, a feature that will track your sleeping cycles so it could wake you up during your light sleep cycle and not drag you out of deep sleep, which makes you just feel groggy and angry in the morning. Unfortunately, this feature is not out yet. It's going to be out at the end of 2019, so I was not able to test it.
So Fitbit doesn't have the Smart Wake feature yet, which sucks because I really wanted to try that. But in the meantime, I could use the smart alarms, which gently wake you up at the time you want it to by vibrating softly on your wrist. So you'll just kind of sense these palpitations on your wrist, and it'll slowly wake you up. So I'm gonna try that. All right, so I tried the smart alarm. I ignored it. It did not wake me up. It did not work. So hopefully the Smart Wake feature will work eventually when it arrives.
Now, you're probably thinking that wearing the watch to bed is a fast-track way to kill your battery life. And you'd be right, because with the Apple Watch 4, you can't do that. It will only last you up to 18 hours before you have to charge it again. That's not the case with this watch. Fitbit claims it will last up to 5 days on a single charge. And I can admit that it's pretty darn close to the truth.
All right, so I've been wearing the Fitbit Versa 2 for 4 days now, and it's barely running out of battery. So I think Fitbit's claim of it lasting up to 5 days is accurate in the sense that it all depends on use. So if you are always listening to music or using the live coach here, or if you have the always on display feature on, then the battery is going to run out quicker. Here's the thing though that I really like is that it charges super fast. So within 20 minutes you'll have an 80% charge at least. So you don't have to sacrifice, not going to the gym because it's charging and you want to check your calories, or no, you could jump in the shower, come back out, and it'll have a decent charge. So I just came back from a workout. I used my Fitbit, and I love how thorough it is. So it is really good about tracking all your data and keeping it within the app. Something that the Apple Watch doesn't really do, because you have to download a third-party app to track your sleeping, and then another one to track your water intake, your calorie intake, and the Fitbit app does it all.
Now let's move on to the paid membership I mentioned, called Fitbit Premium, which builds upon all the great features that you already love from this smartwatch. For $10 a month or $80 a year, Fitbit will give you unique workouts that are tailored to your fitness goals, or pair you up with a fitness or wellness coach that will guide you through your weight loss, eating habits, and even weight training.
But you don't need to get Fitbit Premium to have access to a coach. There is an option within the watch that gives you access to quick workout routines that are absolutely free. Now, another super cool thing that Fitbit offers that the Apple Watch doesn't is a coach. So there is a coach living in your wrist. And it helps you with super quick workouts like a 10-minute ab workout or 15-minute chest routine. There's also an whole body 7-minute workout, and it shows you on screen what you should be doing. There's little people in there that are doing the positions, and it gives you times. And I think that's really nice for when you're on the go and you don't have access to a gym. You just put on, one of these workouts and you get your blood running.
And now let's talk about some aesthetic features. The Versa 2 now only has one button on the left and an AMOLED screen, which, if it means anything to you, that's just deeper blacks and brighter colors. It's also water resistant. So if you accidentally get it wet or you go for a swim, the watch will be perfectly fine. It also continues to have detachable straps, so you could make the watch your own. I must say though that the mechanism that Fitbit uses to change the straps is one of the most complicated things on this earth.
So here's one thing I've never liked about the Fitbit, and it's the way you take off the bands. It's really complicated. I mean, taking them off is easy, or easier than putting them on. I have this beautiful green band that I would love to use, but it's Ha! I did it. One of them. Now I need the other. I'd argue it's more difficult to put these on than opening a child-proof pill bottle.
Now when it comes to the price, the Fitbit Versa 2 will cost you $199, which is half the price of the Apple Watch Series 4,
which starts at $349.
There's also a special edition Versa 2 that costs $230, and it includes a 90-day trial to Fitbit Premium and 2 additional watch straps. Now, when it comes to deciding between the two smartwatches, I'd say price is definitely a factor to consider, but it also depends on what you're looking for. If you want a full functioning smartwatch, then get the Apple Watch Series 4. If you want a really good fitness tracker, then the Versa 2 is the one for you. As for me, I'm gonna stick to the Apple Watch 4, mainly because I am stuck in Apple's ecosystem. But if I ever wanted to go on a fitness or health journey, or better track my sleeping habits, then I definitely pick the Fitbit Versa 2.
Are you still trying to put that on?
Yes, it's so hard. I've been here for 5 minutes.